In times when we need it most, there are those who help us through it. Since its beginning in 1953, as one of the first senior centers in the nation, Adult Wellbeing Services has been dedicated to helping people live as independently as possible. Now in its 60th year, Adult Wellbeing Services is a community-based, nonprofit organization dedicated to enhancing the health and well-being of adults in Michigan through comprehensive services, family and community support, and advocacy.
I'm Karen Schrock, and I'm the President and CEO of Adult Wellbeing Services, and that involves overseeing all of the operations of the organization. So the programming, all of the administrative issues. I serve as the liaison to the board of directors, and I'm the primary ambassador for the agency out in the community. Adult Wellbeing Services actually serves about 18,000 people a year. Now I should mention that while we're based here in the city of Detroit, we actually serve people in 18 counties in Michigan. We're most proud of some of our work with consumers who we then get trained to become peer support specialists, and they are then able to be employed and bring the value of their knowledge about disabilities to the workplace on a daily basis.
My name is Alan Brown. Currently, I'm a peer support specialist here at Adult Wellbeing Services. But I was originally introduced to Adult Wellbeing Services as a consumer receiving mental health treatment. My journey started about 5 years ago when I was diagnosed with bipolar disorder. I was involuntarily committed to a mental institution, to a mental ward in a hospital, actually 3 different hospitals. But after that, I was released to the care of an adult foster care home in Detroit. They were familiar with Adult Wellbeing Services and the work that we do with people who have severe mental illness, which I was one of those people. And I began coming here as part of the skill building program for mental health consumers here at Adult Wellbeing.
Well, my name is Nettie Johnson. I am the team lead for the skill building program here at Adult Wellbeing Services. And it's my job to make sure that the program runs. We have consumers who come in and they have goals that they would like to reach to help them to live independently. And so our job is to help them to obtain those goals to the best of their ability. We are getting the consumers involved in things like the art therapy, finding out, what they really can do, what their skills are. And that's, short-term goal. And some of our long-term goals is to help them to think about having their own business, becoming entrepreneurs.
A very exciting event coming up. 2 consumers who met at our program are getting married.
He came home and he had a number, and he said her name is Anna. He said, can I call her? And so I said, well, you have to ask her dad if it's okay if you can call her. So we called and I talked with her dad and they got permission to talk. And I didn't know they were dating, but I knew they were friends talking. And then he decides that he wants to take her out. I want to take Anna to the movies. And so I said, okay, well, we'll call. So he called and asked her dad. We never left him out the picture. 2 years after they were dating, he told me he proposed. Then, about 6 months later, he went and told our pastor that he proposed. And my pastor came to me, and I said, well, I don't know. I was just telling a young lady, I got to talk to God about that. I'm not, because I didn't think him getting married was never in my mind, him getting married. So about 2 years after that, which was last year, about a year and a half ago, I heard him praying. And he was asking God. He said, Lord, please let my mother, let me and Anna get married. I get emotional. And then I knew that they were serious about it. And then I started watching them and paying more attention to them and getting more involved in her life. And then a year later, they were married. Today they're married.
Today our goals are the same. Our mission speaks to improving the community through helping people have more independence, and that's our major focus. We want people to be independent.
It's more than an important part of my life. It gave me my life back. It helped me to realize that mental health or mental illness does not mean the end of a person's life, but it started me on a new beginning, and it showed me that I could accomplish things much more than just existing as a person with, quote, a mental illness. So it gave me the opportunity to learn how to actually live again and really thrive as an individual.
Everyone in this community can do something to improve the lives of the people that we're talking about. It only takes a little effort. There may be someone in your community, it could be an older person who's not able to get out and go to the grocery store on their own. You can ask them when you're going to the grocery store, Mrs. Jones, can I pick up a few things for you? So I just invite people to think broadly about being a contributing member of a community and what that involves. And then we can all live better.
For more information on how you can help, visit their website at www.awbs.org.